guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time since I've uploaded a video here. My life has gotten so different and so busy, and anyways, I'm just really happy to be uploading again on the channel. And today's video, I wanted to focus on Maskcara Beauty. This is a brand that I've heard about for a while, and I know a few people who sell the product, but I never tried it myself. And one of the girls that I'm friends with on Facebook, she sent me products to try. She was really curious about how I felt and what I thought about them. So yes, I'm really excited to try this out today and give it a go and let her know my thoughts and let you guys know my thoughts as well. So this is my very first time experiencing Maskcara Beauty. The packaging, let me talk about the packaging. It is, I opened this box and I was so taken back by how beautiful the designs are. It's got this geometric feel, but yet elegance to it. The case is absolutely stunning. Sorry, my lights are a little bright. There we go. This packaging is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. And this is where you store your makeup kits, right in here. And you also, there's like 2 layers. So you can put some down here, put some right up here, and then there's a little mirror. Super cute. And then she sent me the Detail Hack brush. And this brush is stunning. It's rose gold and gold. And it has a tapered tip here and then kind of like a flat brush on this side. And then she sent me quite a bit of these. This is the actual makeup. She spoiled me, I'm so grateful. But they look like this, they slide out of the pan. You can see the color, this is in linen. You just slide it out of the little pan, and then you can stick it inside the little palette, and it's magnetized, so it just stays right in there. So the thing about cream products, they are so beautiful. I love cream product makeup. However, my skin can sometimes be tricky with cream products because I have combination oily skin, and sometimes the oil can be very intense and break down, or just like cream products can while they look really nice in the beginning, they can wear off really quickly on me or just look really muddy and just weird. So I am excited to try this because I've heard a lot of really good things about it for combination oily skin types. Of course, making sure to use an oil control primer and making sure that you're doing a good prep work is always good for any makeup base. But yeah, I thought I would just give this a go and touch in with you guys a little bit later and let you know my overall thoughts. So I haven't done anything. I do have eyelash extensions and microbladed brows, but I have no makeup on my face, and I'm mainly going to focus on the foundation and contour and everything today that I received in this product line. I'm not going to do eyeshadow or anything else because I really want the focus to be on the skin. I don't want any distraction when you're looking at my video. I want it to really be concentrated on the skin and to see how it looks as a makeup foundation. And what I went ahead and did is I actually removed all of the makeup tins from the coverings. So these are left over, and I put them inside here so I can show you what it looks like inside. So on the top layer, this is where I'm storing my main foundation base. So we have these 3 highlight or foundation shades and then a contour. And then what we have here is Aura. This is in the color Candlelit. This is the color Linen, and this is Astoria. So if you are close to my shade range, these colors will probably be really good for you. So on the bottom we have Bella, which is a cream bronzer. We have the Nude, which is a lip and cheek cream product. We have Summer Love, which is another lip and cheek product. And then we actually have a powder highlight, which is in the color Glamazing. They send a very helpful card in the box as well that helps you to know how to place the makeup and where, basically where to place it and where to put it. So what I'm going to do is take this time and just look this over and then come back and start applying it to show you what it looks like on my face, and also zoom you in so you can see closer. Place my headband on just so I'll keep the makeup out of my face. I'm going to be using the Lancome, this is the Prep and Matte Primer. Alright, so I'm going to go in with this shade right here and apply that like down in here as my highlight. This is something to get used to, applying your makeup this way, because you're used to doing it. I know for myself, I put this all over my face and not just concentrating it in certain areas. So I'm having a hard time like just naturally wanting to gravitate and do things than I normally do, but this is good. It's nice to learn new techniques and try out new methods and products. So I'm always down to do that. So again, I'm just concentrating it here. I'm not so much worried about blending in. I want to, so you're supposed to bring it down like the center of your nose and then the forehead right here. What I'm gonna do basically is blend it with a wet sponge when I'm done, just to make sure that it's really nice and smooth and blended together. So I'm just placing product, more so focusing on placement than anything right now. So I'll make sure I have this placed here. I'm going to take that lighter shade in the palette right here, and I'm just going to use this to lightly brighten the under eye area and cover as well. And the thing about this is you don't need a lot. A little of product goes a long way. So be very light-handed when you're dipping into the product. That was the thing that like so many people talk about when they're trying this out. They talk about how they basically warn you not to like go ham on your products. Wow, I am in love with how this is brightening my face. Holy cow, this is amazing. Can you tell I'm from the Midwest? Do people say holy cow beyond the Midwest? I don't know. And I'm gonna add this here and here and here. And I'm gonna go in with the detail brush and get right underneath that. But for now, I also wanna go back into the palette with that darker shade and conceal my eyelids, because they're looking a little weird standing out with everything else being camouflaged very well. I feel like so far I'm getting a lot of coverage with this product, which is blowing my mind, like how much coverage this is. And then I'm gonna take this product again, go in with that light shade, dab it, and then I wanna highlight underneath my brows, because this is doing such a good job highlighting. I'm impressed already with how this is like highlighting my face. Gorgeous, so, so, so pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that detail brush, and I'm gonna go in with the contour shade. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of squish the brush here, just pick up a little bit, and then start on the back of my face, or back, I cannot talk. I'm gonna start right back here. This is where you want to start contouring. You wanna think about that line, the top of the ear to the side of your mouth, but you don't drag it all the way down. You wanna concentrate most of it back in the back, and then slightly bring it forward. And then you want to blend upwards, because you want to define your cheekbone. You don't want to drag down the contour too low, because that will sag your face and just, it's not pretty. And then I'm going to contour the top here. So remember, contouring is adding shadow and it recedes the areas. I love doing makeup because it is so fun to express or to highlight features on your face and create an expression of whatever you're feeling that day. If you are connected to color and very much like in love with colors, you can use that in your makeup to further express yourself with those. It's just so beautiful. I just love doing stuff like this. And this brush is very, very nice for spreading it around. Now I'm going to contour my chin down here and just define my jawline. So I like to bring it down below my jawline, and that is just really beautiful and defining. It really brings out and hides. If you have like a double chin, it can like conceal that a bit. I like to bring mine up a little bit more here too, just to soften my chin a little bit. So there's that. Loving it. Okay, now I'm gonna go on the other side. I'm gonna grab that same shade, the contour shade, and I'm going to focus it right on the side of my nose, but not on the actual, like on the front side, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do that right on the side here, but on the front. So basically not too, you don't want to pull it back too far this way. You want it to be like on the top of your nose, but on the side of the top. Hope that makes sense. If not, message me and I'll explain further. So I'm going to define that right there. And then just wipe off a little bit. I'm going to go in with the same brush and I'm going to go with that highlight shade, the brightest one in the palette, and I'm going to bring it down the center of my nose. So that straight line, and then carefully just dab it with my finger to blend it in. Just really softens it up and adds a nice look to it. And I'm liking this detail brush actually. It's very convenient. So I'm going to take a look closer and see what it looks like. Everything looks beautiful, you guys. I am in love. I just have to blend this a little bit more here. Wow. I really hope this lasts on my face. That would be amazing. Okay, so I'm going to take this blender and just dab it and make sure everything else is blended in. Coverage is about medium high, but these products are buildable. So what I'm going to do, because I have a little bit of blemishes on my chin, I'm going to go back in with that first color that I used and just dab that a little bit more, just so that adds a little bit more coverage. I'm going to go back in with the highlight again, just to highlight it, and then dab it with the sponge. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see what my skin looks like close up before I powder it. So this is what it looks like close up. I'm not noticing it attaching to my dry patches. It's not clinging onto my area. It's just a little bit under my nose, which that happens with a lot of foundations for me. Yeah, it does a really good job hiding my pores. It actually has this healthy glow to it, so it doesn't look, you know, cakey or anything like that on the face. It looks really good. Now again, I went in light-handed. If you don't build up layers, like thin layers, then I can see this being a problem. I think I'm going to use the nude shade today. I'm actually mixing them because I kind of want a little bit of a pinky tone, so I'm literally dabbing in both of them. And again, placement is just what I'm focusing on right now. And the reason why I'm using this brush is because it still has a little bit of the foundation or the highlight in it, and it just sort of melts it together and makes it look more natural. I like to do that. Sometimes use the same brushes with product left over because, yeah, it just sort of blends it together really, really nicely. So do that, and then I'll go in with the sponge and just soften this up. And then I'm going to go in with my finger and do kind of a mix of both of them. Put them on my lips. Super pretty. Love that. And then I'm going to set everything with, you can do a spray, but I'm going to do a little powder. This is the Urban Decay Velvetizer Powder. This stuff is amazing. I love it. I'm going to go in with my Sigma SO2. And I'm going to grab some of that. It's a translucent powder, so I like to use translucent powders because it won't take away the color or change the color of the products that you're working with. So it's basically clear, like a clear powder. And I'm actually powdering everything just because I'm really focusing the powder in the center of my face, but I get really oily and have to watch out for those areas the most. And then I'm actually going to take it across my lid too, the powder, since I did put a cream over my lids. And then to top it off, I'm going to go in with that powder highlight. Just going to take a random fluffy brush, grab some of that powder highlight from the palette, and finish off my face with that. And I like to add it like a little C right here. I like to put it down my nose, especially right there. And then again, right in here. So pretty. This is a gorgeous highlight. And it's got a kick to it. So it's not, you can be subtle with it or you can amp it up and it still looks good. And I love highlights that are flexible that way. So this is the look. Let me throw on my brows because this is driving me crazy. I gotta get my brows on. Okay guys, here is a close-up of the makeup with the powder and the highlight and the lip products and everything else. I think it looks beautiful. The coverage is really nice for me. I love that. Okay, you guys, I will do a check-in later and let you know how everything lasted on my face, how the cream products did work for my skin type. It is almost noon. It's 11:56 in the morning. I will touch in later today towards the end of the day and just give you my overall thoughts on my first impression and working with this product. But so far, I'm really loving the product. Hey guys, quick check-in. It is currently 2:55. Can you see that? 2:55. So I've had this on since, let's see, close to 12. So it's almost been on my face for 3 hours. And I'm noticing that I am definitely starting to get oily. So I'll zoom in here and you can see a little bit of shininess. It's not bad, but I feel like when I look in the actual mirror, I'm definitely starting to look oily and to a place where I'm gonna have to blot very soon. In fact, I could probably blot right now to help with the oiliness. So I'm gonna use a tissue to do that. This does not surprise me for cream foundations because again, for whatever reason, my skin will leak a lot of oil when I have cream foundations on. However, it does still look really beautiful on my skin and it looks healthy, like my skin has this healthy glow to it. I just blotted and it didn't seem to take off a lot of the pigment, so that's a really good sign. I'm still liking it, so let's touch in later and see how I feel at the end of the night. Hey guys, I am back with the final check-in. It is currently 11:06 p.m. so I've had this on for about 11 hours and obviously I'm very oily right here, which is where I normally am. It's starting to break up. I mean, it's been on for 11 hours, so this is it's pretty common for things to not look as nice at the end of the night. But I'm gonna go ahead and get closer so you can see. There, of course, I was touching my face down here, so there's a little bit of wear off down below, and you know, you can tell that it's wearing off in other areas too. But overall, I was very impressed with this product. I feel like it made my skin look really healthy, glowy. Right now, you know, I can tell that my pores are more noticeable and it just looks a little sluggish because of the oil and the cream. And then right here on my forehead is literally like foundation that I just like touched, and because of the oil it's coming off. So I'm gonna say, are the cream foundations better than other cream foundations I've used before? Yes. I think that this is a great product line. I am very impressed with the cream products. I'm definitely going to play around with it more. I think what I'll do is take this palette on vacation with me. I'm leaving tomorrow for a long weekend and play around with it a bit more and see, you know, how it wears on me over time. But overall, I'm very impressed with this product. It does not last as long as some of my liquid foundations that are long lasting, like the Too Faced Peach foundation is probably one of my top favorites, as well as the Milani Full Coverage foundation. But for a beautiful glowy type look where I just want to look healthy and flawless in a sense, I'm going to go with this foundation for sure. I'm going to go with these products. And I'm really excited to use these in the winter time here in Minnesota because that is when my skin gets drier, and I bet it will really love this foundation at that time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Follow me here and make sure to follow me on Instagram at Carrie Trouble. Also, if you're really interested, please go through Katie, who sent me these products. She is so knowledgeable and so sweet. I couldn't recommend somebody enough than Katie. She is amazing. So I'm going to leave all of her information in my video description and also on screen. And if you are following me on Instagram, you'll know that I will also be posting this there, and her information will be there too. She also has an Instagram account, so check her out there as well. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful time. I'm gonna go to bed. I have to pack and do some stuff in the morning, so I need to get to bed. I love you guys. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.